DG made enough.
Hey, I'm Dylan Ferguson with the Vegas Golden Knights organization, and I'm coming on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Hi, I'm Zack with the Henderson Silver Knights, and I'm coming up on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.
The #1 sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike are taking over the podcast scene in Vancouver. Get down or lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
Go.
Dylan Ferguson got into a preseason game against Vancouver, gave up 4 goals on 33 shots in a victory. He has joined this team on an emergency basis from his
Lane, down low pass in front, loose puck, Ferguson down, oh, what a great stop! Ferguson reached back and made an unbelievable save. Dominic Hasek type style, had to go back against the grain and reach back with his blocker to keep the Rockets off the scoreboard here on the power play.
Hayes holds at left point. Thrown on goal, deflected, they score! Zack Hayes gets a favorable bounce in front. Raiders up 2-0. Looking like a power play right now, Montgomery. Left side for Hayes, he'll step in. Scores! What a shot by Zack Hayes! Glove side off the post and in. Left wall, Nakbar steps off the boards. Hayes back door! Hayes scores! Zack Hayes! Can't get the shot away. Here's Pahal. Works it out front. Comes back for Hayes. A shot. Hayes scores!
Quick shot cycle. Now we're going to scrap. Everything's got to settle things themselves. Gerla and Hayes going right back and forth. Gerla over the top lands. Gerla and Hayes throwing right back and forth. Hayes works the helmet and Gerla knocks it off. Now an uppercut on Gerla.
Dylan, born in Lanceville. Can you take us through playing minor hockey and where you are now today?
Yeah, I was actually born in Vancouver. I lived in Lanceville. It's always been kind of like a mistake everywhere I've seen it.
Okay.
I've tried to clear it up, but nothing's come from it yet. Yeah, I did play my minor hockey on Vancouver Island. I lived in Nanaimo I lived in Lanceville, but played for Nanaimo up until I was 12. And then I got a really cool opportunity to go to Notre Dame in Saskatchewan, which was a lot of fun. And I feel like taught me a lot about, what it takes to make the next step. And, that was a big growing part of my life for me in my career.
And Zack, this one's for you. Born in Calgary, same to you. Can you take us through your playing career minor to where you are today?
Yeah, so born and raised in Calgary. Still here today. Played community hockey with Simons Valley, one of the associations here in Calgary. And then went from there, went to Quadrant, the Northeast AAA North Stars, AA and AAA North Stars, my Bantam years. And then played a couple years midget AAA with them as well. And then on to Prince Albert, where I played my junior career.
Of course, yeah. Did you guys play any other sports growing up?
Yeah, I played baseball. Hazy? I don't know.
Yeah, I played lacrosse growing up.
Okay.
Beauty, I'm a big lacrosse guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to coach the team and take them to Calgary for that tournament every year, the Canada tournament. I don't know if you are aware of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually just played box lacrosse when I played.
Okay.
Mike, you're up.
Yeah. Any nicknames, and what's your guys' favorite jersey number and why?
Ooh, I don't know anything about Hazy other than I call him Hazy. So I don't know if he's got anything hidden. But for me, myself, it's I got a new one this year. It's usually Fergie. I got called Fergler. kind of for most of this year in Fort Wayne. So yeah, that's about it for me. My mom calls me Dill Pickle sometimes, but that's about it.
All right. And your favorite jersey number?
It's always been kind of 31. I like the numbers 3 and 1. They're my parents' favorite numbers. So that's kind of works well that 31's a goalie number and also 1.
Yeah.
I don't know, like Hazy, Hazer, all those kind of simple names. Kind of growing up when I had a couple buddies called me Moose growing up, just because I was always a big kid, love hunting, love the outdoors. And then I don't know, for jersey numbers, I've always loved the number 24 birthday. And then that was my first number when I was a kid. But then in minor hockey was never able to have it because they only had jersey numbers up to 20.
Yeah.
And then in junior just got given number 5. So then, and guy had 24 already, so never had the opportunity to switch. So just kind of been rolling with the punches then.
All right.
And what do you see yourself wanting to accomplish in the next, say, 5 years? Both of you guys.
Hazy, you seem to be on. Want to start that one?
Sure. I don't know. Like, obviously, the goal is to always play in the NHL, and that's where you see yourself, and that's where you strive to be. Like in these off seasons, go with 3 weeks left till camp. That's kind of, no matter where you are, that's your goal. You're going into camps, whether you're on a AHL deal, an entry level deal, or a NHL 2-way, 1-way, like you got to earn your spot on that team. So like that's I'm sure that's the goal for everyone, for like to make the NHL, and that's where you hopefully see yourself, or else, because if you don't see yourself there, then it's not going to happen. Yeah. If you don't picture yourself there, then you don't have the confidence in yourself that you can potentially play.
Yeah, dream big.
True.
Dream big.
Yeah, I'm honestly just kind of gonna echo and branch off of what Hazy said. Really, obviously you want to play in the NHL. For me, obviously I want to be a NHL starting goaltender, and I like how Hazy touched on like seeing yourself doing that. I think that's a huge thing for any player, is having those goals. It's great, but you got to visualize them and believe that you can do them as well, right? So for me personally, that's what I do, and in the next 5 years I want to become a NHL starting goalie.
Perfect.
Absolutely. And on that topic, let's talk about your one game in the NHL when you emergency backup.
Yeah, that whole ride was something I'll never forget. It's like I have guys bring it up to me at the rink today just to talk about it, and it was crazy. At one point, I just finished a game in Kamloops against Tri-City Americans, and in the next 4 hours, I was on a flight to Madison Square Garden, a red eye. So, and then one thing leads to another. About 7 or 8 games into the stint there, and Maxime Legacy got hurt in the game against Edmonton, and I got thrown in. I remember even earlier in the third, they were kind of looking at me saying, like, you need to be ready. And I'm like, I'm ready. Throw me in there. What do I got to lose? The score is 6-2 right now. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. It gave me a taste of what it's like to be there. And, I hang on to that and use it as motivation.
Good. That's good.
That's awesome.
And what's one aspect of your game you're looking to improve? Both of you guys.
I don't know. That's a tough one as well, just because like everyone, you always want to be improving on every aspect of your game. I don't know. For me, I'm more of a stay-at-home defensive guy. So personally, I think I don't want to change my game at all, because that's how that's what they see me, and that's how the reason why they signed me is the way that I play. So, but also you want to be able to improve your game and maybe play a more expanded role. So I think for me, it probably would be my offensive skills, stick handling, puck handling, kind of offensive vision is kind of the biggest thing that I want to improve on, but without changing the aspects of my game that I have today.
Perfect.
Yeah. Obviously it's not going to be the same. He's a D-man. I'm a goalie, but for me, especially this year, the biggest thing was, you find things that maybe you're good at, but you're not quite good enough at. And you implement those into practice. And, even away from the ice, like mental things, like we talked about before, like the visualization. And I actually became a huge yoga fan this last year because it kind of just let me let go of everything around me and just kind of calm my mind. And, I think, they say goaltending's 90% mental. They're really not wrong. And, for me, I think that's something that I'm always working at getting better at, is to, be able to just clear my head and go play.
Who do you guys mirror your game after or try and play like?
Go ahead, Ferg. I gotta narrow it down.
I know. I got a bunch of names going through my head right now too. Do I try to play like anyone? I don't know if I try to play like anyone. I think I obviously like a few goalies, like Vasilevsky. Marc-Andre Fleury was, a huge mentor for me in Vegas. And even just like watching him practice, being able to get on the ice with that guy. I threw like a 2-pad windmill stack the other day at the 3-on-3 thing we had going on.
I seen it. We seen it. It was on our buddy too.
Oh yeah.
Hey, and I don't even want to lie about this. I legit banged the glass and I broke my wedding ring.
No
Honest.
way.
Yeah,
honest.
Yeah, he did.
It's not. That's not worth it. I feel bad now.
No. It was on Andre too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sorry to both of you, but yeah, I like me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, never even thought of doing that in that point. So it's, I think if I'm like, the person I've learned from the most is definitely Marc-Andre, and it's probably just it's really good to be dialed in, but if you can have fun while you're keeping that dialed in moment, I guess it's essential.
Yeah, I heard he had a great time. I think it was last year in the bubble after, or were they Vegas, right? That's where you guys were, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard he had a great time on the golf course. It's some good stories.
Probably. That would have been a cool opportunity. I wasn't in the bubble, but there's a lot of stories that are gonna have to talk about off the record. But
yeah.
Am I going, Mike?
Yeah. No, let Hayes go.
Yeah.
Hayes go.
I don't know. Kind of always growing up, I always loved guys in Calgary, Jay Bouwmeester, those kind of guys. I always watched them, but then kind of growing up, I started to watch more. Probably with Shea Weber a lot. Tried to play a little bit like him, and then also like another Vegas guy, McNabb. I picture myself playing the same type of role and same type of game that he plays. So especially during the season, since we're usually we're in the same time zone, I watch Vegas's games a lot, and I kind of watch and see what he does and try and learn from watching him.
Yeah, he's a great player. And this one's for Hayes as well. Take me back to your first goal in the AHL.
Oh, we were in Ontario, and I kind of just had that. I always get this weird feeling sometimes that something good might happen, whether it's a big hit or a goal or an assist. And I was kind of feeling that game. And one of the trainers, Cam, he just had this feeling as well. He's like, "You got one today." So then I don't know. I didn't really think anything of it. I kind of just zone out and just worry about the game, worry about playing my game, like not worrying about the offense, just more of a shutdown guy. Offense will come when it comes. So then we were in the second period. We were down, I think we were down 2-0 at that point. And Danny O'Regan came down the wall and it was kind of like a gong show with the puck down on the wall. And he came out with it, and I slid down back door, and he sauce passed it across to me. And then I shot it through and just squeaked by 5-hole.
Hey, so goal's a goal.
Not the pretty, yeah, exactly. Not the prettiest one, but they all count. They all count.
Don't ask how.
Yeah.
I'd be burying plenty of garbage goals in beer league. Hey, if you guys were having a dream dinner party and you can invite 3 famous people, dead or alive, who are you bringing?
Oh,
yeah.
Great on the spot. Wow.
I know. I got a couple more tricky ones for you guys coming up. To give you an example, I always I go Tupac, Seth Rogen, and Hulk Hogan.
Okay, I got. I think I got two. I'd go LeBron James for sure. I'd go Will Ferrell, and it's gonna be all over the map. I'd probably go like Patrick Waugh. I think that'd be
nice.
Yeah. I read his book when I was younger. That's someone I've always kind of looked up to.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I probably got. I'll say Will Ferrell as well. I love his acting. I love his movies. Tom Brady, like can't go wrong with that. Probably the best winner, and the best winner in any sport.
Yeah,
and then Ryan Reynolds as well.
Nice one.
Okay,
good.
Nice
Vancouver guy.
Vancouver guy, yep.
Yeah, that's why I always go with Seth Rogen because he's from Vancouver, and I think it'd be really funny to sit there across the table and shoot the shit with him. And Mike always,
I always roll with Muhammad Ali, Wayne Gretzky, because I don't think you can go wrong with that one. And I always throw in a little eye candy, Carrie Underwood.
Nice.
I know. And I never think of that when I'm telling this story. And then I always have to come back and be like, Shakira.
Any pregame rituals or routines?
Oh, don't start with the goalie on this one.
I don't know. I got a lot of like little things that I usually like. Once I find something that works, I do it the same every day. Like my routine is the same thing every day. So it's just like, I don't know. I take my stick, I use the massage gun, then I go do my own warm up, play shooter ball, do another warm up. I know, and then like a couple little things on the ice. So it's kind of tough to go super into detail on it because everything is kind of a superstition / routine a little bit. But
fair enough.
I do the same thing every day. So
I used to be really bad. Like when I was junior and even like first year pro, like I was like, if something went wrong, I was like, oh no, here we go. So I was like really superstitious. I think last year I definitely kind of settled down on that and just kind of, I think it was just a part of like growing up and just learning from people around me. But I mean, I'm like a guy that would get the same thing for breakfast every game day, would eat the same thing the night before. Time wise, like when I do my yoga, like when I'm going to wake up, when I'm going to go to the rink, it's all very timed for me. I think I like to keep things organized that way. And for me, it gives me a sense of confidence that, I'm doing the right things leading up to the game. And I just kind of trust it's going to help me when I get there.
Are you a juggling goalie or no?
Not before games. No, I can definitely juggle, but I'm honestly like, I like to go play sewer ball with the guys. I don't talk much on game day. I've never been a big talker on game day, so I'm that weirdo that's silent the whole time while guys are freaking out. But,
they expect it out of the goalie.
Yeah. So like I kind of get a hall pass there, but yeah, I mean, I only warm up for like 10 minutes. Then I'm one of the first ones in the dressing room getting my gear on and just start to dial it in.
Yeah,
Ryan has to be at the rink like 5 hours early.
Yeah, I like to be there even for beer league at least 2 hours early. I like to have it's beer league, right? So I like to have a beer beforehand and enjoy shooting the shit with the guys. And then I'm always sit where I'm the last seat on the bench. So there's nobody on one side, and then I don't know. I'm a germaphobe, so I don't want two butts near my beer.
Yeah.
So I always sit where I have the wall or something I can protect my beer can.
What was your guys' favorite road barn in the dub and favorite road barn so far in the A?
Ooh. I think this is going to be different because we played in such different conferences, but
yeah.
I know mine right off the bat.
Go for it.
I don't know. Go for it.
It's got to be my favorite away rink to play in that I just always just loved the atmosphere. It's a big rink. It's got to be Spokane. Like they didn't have a Jumbotron, but like that place got loud. Seattle was pretty cool too. A lot of like the US, I feel like do a good job But Seattle's tough to play in. Their fans are crazy. But favorite rink to play in, Spokane.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because, especially with those being out of different divisions, like those big road trips were fun, but sometimes you didn't get the same experience because they were a weekday game, like a Tuesday game. Like if we were in Seattle on Tuesday, probably wasn't as good as a Seattle game on Friday or Saturday.
Yeah. True.
But like Ferg said, all those states barns were very even for like a Tuesday game, they were good. But I kind of want to steer away from that. And then you can't go wrong with the Oil Kings like Rogers or the Saddle Dome's pretty cool. But I'm gonna stay away from those as well. But I'm gonna say Victoria.
Okay.
Most people usually say Prince Albert, so you couldn't really get to say that. I don't think, right?
I think PA is the best rink in the league.
Yeah,
people say Prince Albert.
Yeah,
and
I want to meet those people.
And and Portland. We hear the whole like American, like you guys are saying, the American trip would be awesome. Me and Mike always talk about doing that one year where we just go on a road trip with the Giants.
Yeah, Portland's really nice. Both the rinks are really nice, but I'd
say Portland in the Moda Center and then Seattle for the two US division.
Okay. If you guys if you were an animal, what would you be?
Lion.
Okay.
In the jungle.
Moose is going to say moose or bear or something. I know it.
Yeah. I was going to say like a huge elk or something like that.
I always go with the dolphin.
This one's for.
I always go with the dolphin because I look like a dolphin.
That's awesome.
They got no hair and a nose.
This one's for Dylan. Congratulations on the Kelly Cup. Obviously, take us back to that game.
Oh, it's thank you first of all. But Matt, it was, even like the whole playoff series. I've never had to play that many games with travel and that many nights. I think up until the final series, I think it was like 9 games and 13 nights with travel to different states.
Holy shit!
So it was a lot of hockey, and it teaches you a lot. And then obviously, when you think you get the hang of it, the championship game comes and you're a nervous wreck and you're trying to just kind of clear everything and go play. And I think it was a crazy game. We were playing South Carolina, and the day before or 2 days before, we're in their practice rink because the city took their rink to fill it with a concert. So we're in a 12-foot ceiling. I'm not even kidding. I'm being completely serious. 12 feet, could reach up and touch the roof with my stick. And then we'd go to Fort Wayne and it'd be sold out with 12,000 people. And it was insane. Like the last game, I'm getting chills thinking about it, but it was 0-0 after the first. It was a really good first. Second period, 2-1 us. And then it stayed that the rest of the way. I remember the last 20 minutes went by so fast. I remember looking up at the clock once. I don't usually look at it. And it was 8 minutes. And the next thing I knew, there was a defensive zone faceoff with 1.5 seconds left in the game. And it was insane. People went crazy. It was amazing.
Well, that's crazy.
Do you guys have any hidden talents?
We're both very good fishermen.
Okay, right on.
Yeah,
I love my fishing as well. What color is it?
It only took us about 8 trips last year to catch our first fish. We caught a duck before we caught a fish.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're gonna say it's not the right time though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, right? that we weren't the problem. Of course not.
No.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They were too deep.
Talking about fishing. I wasn't fishing, but we were at the Coquitlam River, which I have fished there 3-4 days ago, and I'm sitting there in the water, and I look over, and I've never seen a beaver. I've been here my whole life. I've never seen a beaver. A fucking beaver swimming towards me with a baby attached. It was crazy. And then let go of the baby, and yeah, it was nuts.
Were you at the Big Q?
Little Q? I don't know what that. I don't know.
This is the Coquitlam River.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah!
Wow.
That's out of the river you were fishing in.
Crazy.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't know that you were down there. It's an unreal spot to fly fish.
Okay.
Mike, shoot one.
Yeah. What color is your stick tape and favorite Gatorade color?
Black for stick tape. And then for Gatorade color, probably either white or purple.
Okay.
I've always used white tape. My favorite Gatorade's got to be blue. I like the blue.
Okay.
Obviously, neither of us being goalies, we learned that doing the podcast that all goalies basically use white tape. Like I think we've had 2 goalies the whole entire time that use black.
Yeah, I feel like I know what you're gonna ask me, and the answer is I have no idea why.
Yeah, and it's
No.
I
I wasn't gonna ask at all.
It's more of an 80s thing, I think. I remember those big square 80s hockey sticks that goalies used, and then just picture them using black shitty tape back in the day. I always go with the white stick tape on my beer league stick, and then I trace a puck and I color it in with a Sharpie, so it looks like I have multiple pucks on my stick when I come in.
And it still doesn't work for him.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. My team thinks I'm an idiot.
I think with the white tape with goalies, it's got to be that you see the puck marks and you feel good about yourself. That's the only thing I can think of. Like thinking about it.
So that's a good. I never really thought of that.
Ryan, hit him with the karaoke.
Okay, if you were say a rookie camp or $1,000 prize was on the line and you had to sing one karaoke song, which song are you singing?
Oh man,
Party for Two, Shania Twain.
I like it.
I'm gonna go Lose Yourself, Eminem, because that's what I did for my rookie idol.
Okay, sweet.
Okay,
so they made you do that too?
Oh yeah.
They had a lot
in front of a whole theater.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the football guys do it too, like the Oregon Ducks, and they were telling us, and if you get booed, you got to keep going. So like some guys are on the stage for a while.
Yeah, with multiple songs in them.
That's so tough.
Yeah, if you could only eat waffles or pancakes for the rest of your life, which one are you choosing?
Pancakes. 100%. Blueberry pancakes.
I wanted to say pancakes, but I feel like there's just so much more you can do with a waffle. Pancakes and syrup would get old so fast. I don't know. It's a tough one. I'm going to go waffle, I think.
Okay. So what's one challenge you guys have had getting to where you are today?
I don't know. I think one of the biggest things is like just being able to push through the adversity, like things not going your way, whether it's getting cut from teams, getting cut from like spring teams, U18s, like all those kind of like Team Canada camps, or like I never went to one, but like I could see like getting cut from those camps or getting cut from a junior team, getting cut from a midget AAA team, something like that. But yeah, probably getting cut from teams, and then basically when you get cut, you basically get told you think you're not good enough. Like that's how it is. So then like just being able to go through that adversity and prove people wrong, I think is the biggest thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. You know, I think there's things that are uncontrollables and there's controllables. And I think what you focus, which one of those you choose to focus on can be the difference between, I guess, like Hazy said, making a team or not making a team. You know, there's been times 100% for both of us where we maybe haven't made a team that we thought we had a real chance making. And, you know, you can kind of choose to use those things as, you know, more fuel to the fire, let it kind of settle you down and put out your flame kind of thing. Right. So, you know, I think just adversity and aside of that, just learning how to use it for more focus.
Hey, Mike, we've seen Zack play, right?
Yeah, of course, against the Giants on that big playoff run.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you guys won in overtime, we were watching on TV, but that was in Prince Albert, right? But
yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was Dante Hanoun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Got the winner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at all the games all the home games in Vancouver, of course, cheering on Bowen Byram. You know, the guy's a beauty.
That guy scored more overtime goals on me than any other player in the WHL. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had like 4. We had 5 overtime games and we lost 4 of them, and he scored all 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's like my favorite player. I've been a big fan of him for years. A very nice guy too. Like, takes the time to come over and say hi.
It's awesome.
Yeah, great guy. Mike?
Yeah. Who would you guys say the best player you guys have played with and against?
Tough one.
Yeah, it's tough because you got to think back to all the.
And you don't want to disrespect anyone either.
Yeah.
Best player probably played with. Up to this point, I'd probably say Noah Gregor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say him for best player I've played with. Played against. That's a tough one.
Yeah. But somebody's got to ask him.
Yeah.
think about your early dub days. That's where I got mine.
Okay, go ahead and I'll come back to me.
Okay, the best player that I've probably played with. This is tough. I keep going back and forth. I want to say Connor Zary in Kamloops.
I was just gonna say that. I figured you were going there.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking he's got to be. Obviously he's not in the NHL yet, but I'd put money on the line that he will be. And then the best player that I've played against is probably Leon Draisaitl when he was in Kelowna my first year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What about that?
Oh, that team was ridiculous.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that as well. And then, of course, out there at your scrimmage, there's a bunch of beauties out there.
Oh yeah, there's Barzell and Nugent Hopkins, those guys. But I don't play with them. I practice with them. So
yeah,
sure.
You guys got a favorite sports movie?
Probably Miracle.
Okay.
Hazy also didn't get to answer that, I don't think.
Oh yeah, true. You got to skip out on his second one.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably at the time would be either like Nolan Patrick or Cody Glass.
Okay, yeah.
Those are the only ones I can think of. There's probably someone else that I'm missing 100%. But
those are good ones.
Yeah. I think so. And then for movie, I don't know. I like it's NASCAR, so it's a sport. So I like Talladega Nights.
Sweet.
Nice.
The guy's got 2 first names, like our friend Nick Thomas.
Yeah.
I always go with Rudy for that. Rudy's my favorite. Just a little guy. We just had Rudy on the show, the real Rudy.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the movie was made about his life. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was last week. Okay, Mike.
Yeah. Hey guys, I just want to thank you both for taking the time for us today. Obviously, we're both fans of both you guys, and we know you guys are going to go far in hockey. You already are, and you're going to be playing pro, and you guys have fans in us for life.
That's for sure.
Well, it's much appreciated. Likewise.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us.
Hey, one thing before you take off. This is all off of air now. First of all, hang on. Now, before we get to the important part, how many more days? This is all off air. How many more days do I get a chance to come down? I printed a bunch of pictures to see you, Dylan, and I might not be able to make it there this week.
I'm on the ice all week till Friday.
And then there's nothing next week?
I don't think they have anything scheduled, but I'll be pretty choked if there's not.
Okay. Well, we'll try to figure that out. And then what we need from you guys is we just take a clip and stick it at the beginning of the episode. So I was wondering if you could just introduce yourselves, Las Vegas Golden Knights prospect, their player, and you're coming up on I Only Touch Greatness podcast, and it's written right here on my name if you need help.
I should probably know this, but it's all off air anyways. Did you guys both sign this year as well?
He did. I'm going into my contract here.
Okay.
Yeah, so then I had assigned an entry level last year, so I have two. I have this year and one more year now.
Okay.
Oh, right on.
Mm-hmm.
So so just introduce yourself and you're coming up, team you play for, and you're coming up on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
You're coming up on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
You're coming up on a I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
What do you want me to say?
Mike, you do it.
Yeah. It's way easier than he's thinking. It's like Dylan Ferguson, let's say Henderson Silver Knights, and I'm coming on I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hey sent you.